Just arrived to Island Lake. First thing, most important thing, net dipping the unhooking mat. It's an essential piece of work that you have to do here, and it warrants it. You know, this saves the fish's lives. You know, it's a big KHV issue this year, close to the area as well. So we're just dipping our stuff, keeping it all clean. 5 minutes in a dip tank, only takes 5 minutes before the start of your trip. As long as it's fully saturated, then that will work its magic. They supply some gloves here, which is one use. Just chuck them in the bin afterwards. Takes 5 minutes of your session. It's a must-have. It's a really important thing for you to be doing. So we're just doing it now, getting it done before we go and see if we can get some fish. Bit more comfort here, just putting the top layer on, the old Fox Frontier bivvy. We are due a bit of rain, bit of wind, and it's going to be cold, so this just gives me that extra little bit of comfort, extra little bit of peak on the front as well, stop that rain driving in at me when the weather does get bad. We'll get this sorted out, it's still raining, we'll get everything in a dry, and we're going to set about catching a few fish. Haven't seen anything this morning to really warrant rushing getting the rods out. Haven't seen anything show, seen nothing fizzing. It does look quiet out there, but fingers crossed we can change all that in the first couple of hours and get a nice morning bite. Hopefully this rain disappears. It looks like it's getting clear over the back. We can set about getting some rods out, getting some sticks in, give a bit of food. Fingers crossed. 1 or 2 bites are on the cards. It is winter, it's December. Like I said, last few days running up to this have been frost. The weather's due to change tomorrow, be a bit warmer, blowing a bit of a wind. I think that's going to be the weather they're going to switch them on. We might have to wait till then, might have to struggle till then, but we're going to try. Just come around here to do a bit of stalking basically. We're on the other side, see some fish over here. It's a very small carp. Possibly one of the smallest ones I've caught. He has put a few new fish in here and I think this is possibly one of them. But considering it looks slow, thanks Mark. We'll take that, it's a bite. Bite's a bite, we'll take it. Like I said, we set it up on the point zone over there, opposite where we are now. We did see some fizzing over this way. So we've nipped round here, a couple of rods, underarm flicked them out, a few baits over the top. And how long we've been here? 15 minutes. Just goes to show, don't sit on your hands. Sometimes you've got to make it happen, and it's really important this time of year. If you see options, see chances, you just got to make the best of them and just do it. Paid off inside 15 minutes. We've got a bite. Hopefully it's time for another one round here. Looks really good. There's definitely a few fish using this bank up and down, so we're going to get this fish sorted out, get another rig on it, get back in the same position, give it another half an hour and see if we can get another one, maybe a bigger one. Because this one is not quite what we're after from this lake. It's one of the smaller ones. I think it must be a newly stocked fish from not long ago. Might not be, maybe it's just a slow grower, but we'll take it. It's been cold, the conditions have been tricky. See if we can get a better one hopefully for the cameras. Just gonna give that fish 5 minutes in the net. They have a little bit of recovery time. Get another rig ready and made up, and then we're going to do the photos. The rules will state on here that you have to deal with the fish before you redo the rod. So I'm going to get this rod ready, give that fish 5 minutes, and we're going to sort it out. Hands are now freezing. The water temperature is definitely cold, as you'd expect in December. And it's gave me a nice sharp hook. What a result. Go back out. Not exactly what we're after, but a fish nonetheless. Considering the conditions leading up to the trip, we're a bit worried about even fishing the lake due to flooding in the local area. And this one will start us off nicely. He probably ain't going to behave, it's probably going to be pretty lively. He didn't fight much on the way in. Probably them cold water temperatures. But little washed out nut 365 pop up. Gets us off a start. Let's hope for bigger and better, but this will do for starters. As you can see, roll them over. Do for a start, won't it? Fingers crossed, like I said, for bigger and better. Nice scaly one next. This lake's renowned for scaly carp, so fingers crossed. Nice scaly mirror next. I reckon this is quite a new fish. Don't know if Dave put any new ones in here, but this one certainly feels a bit new. It's like a new penny, perfect mouth on it. Yeah, it's a start. Let's see if we can get something better. So it's bigger and better. It's a start nonetheless. Our water temperature is freezing. Let's see what happens, see what the session brings. Nice to get off to a start. Change of scenery, I think. Probably got another 2.5 hours before the light goes. Try a couple more swims and get set up for the night, find some spots, get some bait out, see what tonight brings. Right, I'm just going to talk you through a few bits and pieces really, what I have in my bucket during the winter months. Like I said to you earlier, I like to be prepared for every eventuality as well, whether it be solid bag fishing, fishing over pop-ups, bottom baits. I've got it all ready, sorted before I even come. Of course, some days you come in the winter, it could be raining, solid bags might be a bit of a flaff to make and mess around with. So there's my typical solid bag there. I use these stems from Fox, which are nice and easy to attach via a loop. In there, I've got mini gems, E-lips, crushed gems 50/50. Little nut wafters are my favourite, preferred hook bait this time of year. As you can see, they're lovely little parcels, nice bit of attraction, all you need for winter bites, that's perfect. And then pop-up wise, at the moment I'm currently using some absolutely gorgeous looking nut 365 washed out pink pop-ups, and I've also got the washed out yellow as well. Little tip I do with these, soak them in nut beetling, give them a shake up, let them soak for a few days, another little bit of nut beetling, and then beetling bee powder on them. Gives them this lovely coated hook link, leaking out of traction in the water the moment you put them out. Again, using these as single hook baits, I don't believe you need loads of bait, and that's one of the reasons I choose them mostly. There's a leak off factor to them. Like I said, in my box I've got some more spare bags, some pliers there, some crimp tools, some baiting needles, some spare hooks. This is my typical little stalking bucket I take around with me, so I've got everything to hand, nice and easy. Like, even if the weather's bad, it's all there, it's all ready, it's all prepared. I've got my rig board in my underbarrow bag as well, with all my rigs on. And over the top of the Ronnies, the pop-ups, whatever you want to fish, obviously boardie wise, I'm using a nut 365 in 12mm. Not fishing any ranges on here, generally I'm fishing in the edges, just flicking rods around. And in here, absolutely beautiful. Smells of Snickers, absolutely lovely. I've got the Glug nut 365 in there, I've got some nut oil in there, and again a little bit of beetling bee powder just to boost them. And I'll tell you, if you could smell them, if it's smell-o-vision, you'd like these. These have caught me so many fish throughout the spring and throughout the winter months. I'm just fishing over 10 or so hook baits at the moment with a little one of the washed out yellow. I'm actually currently using nut 365 pop-ups, and that's what caught that last fish. It's only in the water for about 25 minutes, half an hour before I had the bite. Again, it's just talking you through what I like doing in the winter. Obviously everyone's got their own thing, but I like fishing in the edges over little pop-ups. There's a lot of leaf debris and stuff on the bottom, and I believe those pop-ups just keep it clear of that and make sure you're fishing all the time. Even low lying dead weed, again the pop-ups are probably the right choice for me, and it's what I generally do to get a quick bite, and it's paid off so far, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we've got plenty of time left yet, we're going to get a couple more. But like I said, these pop-ups are absolutely delicious. The nut 365 with the nut beetling booster, and then some beetling bee over the top. Been a frustrating day, to say the least. Turned up this morning, got here around 9 o'clock, put the rods out in the point zone. Apart from a couple of liners, we see one fish show, it's been quiet. We've moved around the lake multiple times now. I think I'm in my fourth swim for the day. Managed one small common. Not really going to plan, should we say. I moved into this swim around the back of an island, had a few liners, really felt positive the rod was going to go. It hasn't happened. Sometimes it happens in winter fishing, you know. I still feel there's a chance, but time's running out. It's 3 o'clock now, probably got an hour of light. Really need to get round to the main swim, find some spots, get some bait out there, ready for the night ahead. But we're going to give it 5-10 more minutes here, fingers crossed, because I've had multiple liners in this swim, so there's definitely fish about. Whether or not they're feeding, obviously that's a different thing. I definitely get the feeling they're not really on it. They're not really looking for food at the moment, not massively anyway, otherwise I felt bite would have matured by now. But yeah, I think we're going to give it another 5-10 minutes. We're going to move around, let up some spots, get some bait out there, get some rods out for the night ahead, see what the night brings. Fingers crossed it's better than we've done today, because it has been very frustrating. Then tomorrow is another day. We've got another 24 hours from tomorrow morning. Whether or not we have to do the same again, go chasing in the rain, or whether or not we can sit there and hopefully we get some bites over the bait. Time's going to tell, but at the moment it's not looking too good, I'm not going to lie. Frustrating day, definitely. But things can change in an instant. It takes one bite, doesn't it? 1 minute, 1 second. Fingers crossed it's going to happen. If it doesn't, we'll see you tomorrow. Right, you join me with an absolutely stunning 24/8 fully scaled. This is what we come here for. Incredible carp, absolutely beautiful. Went off about an hour ago in the rain. Well, not even an hour actually, probably about half an hour ago in the rain. Absolutely stunning. This is what we come here for, fish like this. Absolutely mega. Beautiful creature. Happy days. Second bite for a manic half an hour. Two absolutely lovely carp, beautiful December fish, buzzed up. This one absolutely stunning colours, really nice carp. I'll take that in December, especially with the conditions thrown at us. What a lovely carp. They don't come much better than this in December, do they? Absolutely lovely, lovely fish. Mega happy.
"36 hours into a session on Island Lake, finally saved the blank." So last morning of the trip, we're both just packing up and had another one to double my tally. Lovely fish this morning, taking on the 2T right in the freezing fog as it's clearing. Lovely, great way to end the trip.
Last one of the trip, little 20 pounder to finish off. Very feisty this one, bite out the blue. We'll take it for a going home prize. Fitting end to a great trip. That's the last one return. I'm going to pack away now and get out of here. Home for a hot shower and see the family. It's been an enjoyable trip, it's been a cold one, it's been a frustrating one. We've worked really hard. We've had results considering the weather. Now it's home time.